The third event during your Scrum is the sprint review. Sprint reviews are cornerstone of Scrum as well, providing a structured opportunity to showcase the increment or the let's say the work that's being done to the stakeholders and collect a valuable feedback. By engaging the stakeholders directly, Scrum team fosters a collaboration and transparency, ensuring alignment with the project goals and addressing any emerging needs. The purpose of having a sprint review, the primary purpose of a sprint review is to demonstrate the work completed during the sprint and also gather the feedback from the stakeholders. This ensures that the project remains aligned with the stakeholder expectations and also helps to refine the product backlog, enabling a continuous improvement and better planning for the future sprints. But what happened during the sprint review? So, a typical sprint review involves the Scrum team showcasing the completed work to stakeholders, who then provide a feedback and insights to each of these, let's say, features or increment. This interactive session also involves discussions around the product backlog and upcoming sprint goals, fostering a collaborative environment to drive the product success. Engaging the stakeholder effectively during the sprint review. So, effective stakeholder engagement is a key a key success to your sprint review. By having a clearly, let's say, communicated agenda beforehand and focus on the value delivered rather than just technical specifications, also by creating an open environment where the stakeholders feel encouraged to share their constructive feedback and insight, it enable having an effective sprint reviews. Some of these tools that can be utilized to conduct the sprint review. So leveraging tools like Jira or Trello or Miro, it can enhances the sprint review experience by visually tracking the progress and showing casing all of these feedback and collecting the notes. Presentation tools also are useful for maybe demos to show the increment or to show the MVP for stakeholders. Also having a shared digital platforms which help to document the feedback, ensuring that the key insights are not just communicated and not documented. It ensures that the key insights are no lost and can be referenced later. Let's look at one of these real world examples for having a sprint review. So, during one of these uh, e-commerce development projects for one of these website features, the Scrum team who was developing a new feature for the e-commerce website used the sprint review to demonstrate their progress. The stakeholders during the sprint review has offered a feedback on the user experience improvements, leading to an immediate adjustment in the backlog for better alignment with the customer needs. There might be some challenges that you might face during the sprint review. So, common challenges and sprint reviews includes the low stakeholder participation, which undermines the feedback process. Also, an overemphasis on the technical details that, let's say, confuse the non-technical stakeholders, and also failure to document or act the feedback. These are the common challenges that you need to avoid. So, by addressing these challenges, it requires having a proactive planning and facilitation techniques. Let's look at some of these best practices for the sprint review. So, to ensure a successful sprint review, ensure that you showcase your work to the stakeholders and set clear objectives. And by focusing on value driven discussion, summarizing the feedback from the stakeholders collaboratively, also agreeing on actionable next steps to maintain a momentum and alignment in the project and to enhance the stakeholder engagement. What are the key benefits for having sprint review? So again, the sprint review fosters the transparency and trust by providing the stakeholders with a clear view of the team progress. It encourages a continuous improvement through feedback um, by the stakeholders and helps to refine the product backlog, ensuring the team is always working towards a realistic and aligned goals. To summarize our session on the third Scrum event, which is the sprint review. So we say that sprint review plays a vital role in Scrum by providing an opportunity to showcase the progress, gather the valuable stakeholder feedback, also to refine the project goals and understand the stakeholder priorities. By having an effective stakeholder engagement, along with adherence to the best practices that we looked into, ensuring the team remains aligned and delivers the maximum value of the project.